So the snow is gone. It's a beautiful day despite the wind. It's like in the 60s. So I'm gonna break into the two hives that are alive. The middle hive there is died. There's bees going in and out, but that's just the bees on the other side robbing it. And see if I can find the queens in the two good hives. They're gonna probably be pretty pissed off. This is like the first really good day we've had. It's second week in April, and it has been a crappy spring so far. So I haven't been able to get in and rotate the boxes. We even still have the insulation on them because it just hasn't been warm enough to take them off. I gave these guys some sugar cakes, I think it was a couple weeks ago now, and they are in here eating them. So this hive still had honey in it when I checked it in February, end of February, but it didn't get warm, and so a couple weeks ago I put some sugar cakes in here just because I was worried that with how cold it's been that they wouldn't, they'd run out of honey. And they seem to be eating it really good. Gonna go to town on it. A lot of bees in here, so they seem to be doing good, but because it's so warm out today, I'm gonna take these sugar cakes off and see if I can find the queen, see if she's laying at all. I might not be able to because I still don't want to take the insulation board off this, and I'd have to take this off to get down into the bottom box because it's supposed to get cold again. And then hopefully by the end of next week I can swap the boxes and take this off. Alright, now let's see if I can get some frames out and show you guys. Maybe. See, this is all still honey, they're food stores. So there wouldn't be any queens up here. And as you can see, the middle's cleared out, but the edges still have honey on it. So I'm probably not going to be able to find the queen in this one today, because I don't see any brood, and she would be where the brood is. Okay, with this one, this was our weak hive, like that you can see, but in here, there's nothing on these combs. They're just, I don't even think these frames are fully filled out with wax. All the bees are like all just right here. And so I'm hopefully take out this frame right here, and we can find the queen and see how she's doing laying. Oh. Not sure if you can see, but the queen is right there with a little spot on her. But I don't see any brood in here, so we're gonna have to check, make sure she's laying, because I see some dead bees. This one I'm going to need to break into the bottom because I need to see what's going on with these bees, because I don't see any brood at all, but I do see a queen. So I swapped the two boxes out in this. There was no brood. I couldn't find any brood in the whole thing. I think what's happening is because the queen and all of her buddies were in the second one, so I think there was others coming in from the bottom and they weren't defending it now that it's warm out. And they're going in there robbing. So I cleaned out all the dead bees because there was a bunch of dead bees at the bottom. I swapped the boxes, so the queen's now in the bottom where she should be. and with all her soldiers, so hopefully they'll start defending the hive more and she'll start laying. And they still have some sugar cakes and stuff, so they should be okay, but I'll have to check in a couple days and make sure she's laying, because if not, this hive might be dying, which would be a shame considering it survived all winter. Now I'm going to show you the dead hive, and I can show you what robbing looks like, because I know this hive is being robbed by everything, because there's bees, flies, wasps, all sorts of things flying into it right now. And these are getting all moldy. Not sure if you can see. Let's see. But right here, you see how the wax is all chewed up? When they rob a hive, they don't care about preserving the comb, so they'll just scrape it out. So this hive I'm not sure about. It was my weakest hive when I started out, but it was doing real well during the winter. But if the queen's not laying, the whole hive's gonna, that or they're getting more ready to swarm. But I doubt that. Maybe they had decided to leave. Hopefully they stay. I'm gonna have to message our bee friend, see if he has any ideas what might be the issue. But I cleaned it out because there was just full of dead bees at the bottom, and I swapped them, so hopefully that'll encourage them to stay, because they like moving upwards, not down. And this one's dead. We're supposed to be extracting some hives from some walls, so I was going to just use this one, or just use the top box, because the top box has honey in it, and stick it on top of the bees we extract, because it's going to be a while before flowers bloom, as they're supposed to get snow again next week in the middle of April. But this one's doing real well. Like, and you don't notice with this one, there's, you can see some dead bees down here, but for the most part they've been, now that the weather's gotten warm, they've been pulling out dead bees and doing a real good job of cleaning up in here. So so I'm pretty sure this hive is going to be okay. But with the other hive that had no brood and all, the queen was up on the in the second box, they weren't cleaning up down below. It was packed full of dead bees all across that I had to use my tool to just, once I got the, I wish I had taken a video of it, but I was right in the middle of doing it and didn't want to stop. It was just packed full of dead bees on the baseboard. Like this one, you can kind of see in there. I haven't taken it apart yet because I'm not worried about them. But they're going in and out from the bottom here, and they're cleaning. And they got a pretty clean spot right in here to go in and out. It's kind of dirty over on this end, but it is what it is. And they don't seem to be having any trouble. There's tons of bees in here. And they're getting pollen from someplace because they're coming back. They got little pollen on them. You can see. Yeah, see. That one's got pollen on them. There is a couple flowers that are starting to bloom, the earliest ones, so I must be there over at my house raiding the flower garden because we got pollen. So yeah, I'm really not worried about this one. That's the other one I'm worried about. We shall see. I'll check them again in a couple days. Bet you that's one of my bees right there. Finding one of the only flowers.